who we hang out with,
Right.
who we surround ourselves with. And you obviously have created it. It's not luck, it's you having designed your environment, whether it's subconsciously or not, but you have these amazing people. You know, there are a lot of people who struggle with people in their lives who do pull them down, or who just don't think as big as them, or perhaps feel threatened by their desire to create more and do more and be more, change things. So I know as women we're wonderful at creating relationships, we're perceptive and tuned in, but we're sometimes really loath to do things to disrupt them, to ruffle feathers, to pull away. So when it comes to the people that you've encountered, how have you dealt with those people that maybe have said things that could diminish you? You haven't let them, but they may have been there to diminish you or just make you feel smaller?
I think it's about finding your voice and not letting people walk over you. And I struggle with that. You know, we're all, as women, you've alluded to it, we like to please people and like to be everyone's friend and like to think that everyone would have the same values and standards and opinions as us, and it's just not the case. So, you know, I try and walk a fine line between, you know, finding my voice and standing up for what I believe in, and recognising that not everyone's going to like you, not everyone's going to agree with you, not everyone's going to be as passionate about the causes that you're passionate about. So it's again that thing of, you know, c'est la vie. It's not, you know, you just got to be aware that there, you know, it's Simon Sinek who we brought out to Australia a few years ago and wrote the wonderful book Start With Why. Yeah. He talks about you've just got to find your people, right? You know, Seth Godin talks about it in Tribe. It's just about keeping on moving through life until you find your people, right? So the way Sinek describes it is there are people, if you're looking out into a crowd, people were wearing red hats. You've got to find
the red hats.
Yeah, you've got to find the red hats, and it's quite
avoid
simple.
the blue ones.
Yeah, leave the yellow ones alone, whatever it is. But it's about finding your people, and once you find those people, it works. You know, there's a synergy there, there's an energy there, and it's all you need in your life. You don't have to worry about the naysayers and people that bring you down. But I think it was a very conscious choice. Again, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but I started my first business when I was 18. So from a very young age, I could choose the people that I hung around with, right? Yeah. So if you weren't my type of person, I didn't have to hire you. So it was setting myself up for yet designing a life where I only wanted positive, beautiful people around me. And I've continued that through both my businesses.
You know, and I think when it comes to dealing with the people who aren't like that, sometimes we're related to them. Sometimes they happen to be in our workplace. You know, we don't get to choose them. And I think that's where, you know, having the courage sometimes to step away from relationships, sometimes they're old friendships that weigh us down. You left uni when you were 18, you dropped out, all your family had been to uni, college, but you decided that wasn't for you. You wanted to be creating a business, not just studying business, which is what you were doing. You know, that was where you started, I mean, from what I understand, really forging your own path, going a different way than a lot of people were doing. It's not always easy to do something that is different than what other people expect us to do or want us to do. And I know
it's pretty much never easy.
Yeah, it's never easy. And it can take a lot of just raw guts just to go, you know what, I know this is what's expected of me. I know this is what people would like me to do. I know this could disappoint people or upset people, but I have to do this, whether it's to exit a relationship or change jobs or drop out of college or so, you know, I know. How did you deal with, you know, the expectations of others at that point, and all the way since? Because I'm sure there's been lots of things you've done where people have gone, oh, Emma.
Yeah, why are you doing this? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of it is raw guts, but I think in my case, particularly to point to, you know, that time in my life when I was 18 and dropped out of uni, that was just a lot of naivety as well. And a bit of bolshiness, I suppose, to say, I don't need that, I can make my own way. But again, it comes back to that thing of not overthinking, and you don't have to please everyone. And it's absolutely fine to, you know, to buck the trend and to go against what other people want. And you know, my parents still, I think, would have loved to see me with, you know, a piece of paper in my hand and graduating from uni. But I'm, you know, slowly.
I'm sure they're very proud of you.
I've no doubt. But you know,